What's up everyone, it's me KJ. I'm back here again with another video, and this is going to be my first story time video actually. So strap yourselves in because this was a hell of an adventure. I'm going to tell you guys why, one, I love the 6D Mark II, and why I'm never ever going to be riding with my boy Victor on another adventure ever again. So we're going to roll the intro. Stop the intro because I need to make this quick. Everyone that lives in the Houston area knows that it is raining pretty hard outside. Currently, while I'm making this video, it is still raining pretty hard, which is not good at all. We went downtown. We took the metro rail to go downtown to Herman Park. It was raining just a little bit. It was just drizzling at first, but then as the ride progressed, it got more harder and harder. It was not pretty. It started thundering, started lightning. Things just kept happening. It was not a pretty sight to see. We stopped at one of the train stops to get off the train, and I looked at him and I looked in the back and I said, "Hey Victor, we're gonna get off at this one." And he said, "Okay." When he said, "Okay," tell me why he got up off the second row of seats. When you get on the train, there's two rows of seats. There's one, two, simple. Tell him why exiting out of the row was all the stuff in this seat and not in his lap. You're not really supposed to have your stuff in your lap. That's my rule number one when it comes on train. Have your stuff in your lap. As we were getting off the train, I got off first. And I looked behind and I noticed the doors were closing. And then I hit the button so Victor could get out. But Victor tried hitting the button and it didn't open the doors. So, miraculously, the train kept going with him on it and the rain pouring down. So what did I do? Well, I did what I did best. I first did a picture. I had to take a picture because it was raining and it was nighttime. I just couldn't help myself. It was a good nighttime shot. The cars were coming. It was raining. It was a great exposure shot. It was awesome. But what I did next was I said, okay, let me hurry up, pack this stuff, and I got to go find Victor. I won't know where he is because, one, the boy ain't got service on his phone. So I had to go out in the rain to find him because I couldn't contact him on his phone. So I bust down the street, had my hood on, had music playing in my ear. I'm over here jamming Coldplay while I'm running down the street. I felt like I was like the world's best superhero at the time. But little did I know it was still raining hard as hell. So I stopped for a second to kind of adjust my earphones because I didn't want my earphones to break. I didn't want it to be like water damage or anything. I was worried about my camera the entire time, while I was also worried about Victor. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mean. I was worried about Victor. But I also was worried about my camera. It's my 6D Mark II. Once I caught up with Victor, I saw him walking in the rain with his umbrella. And he was yelling like, "Dude, what the f-?" So, we ran towards the nearest motel, hotel, whatever you want to call it. Where all these rich cars were. You had people in Bentleys. You had people in Chryslers. Took off my jacket. I noticed that my whole body was just soaking wet. From my head to my freaking toes, I was just soaking wet. And I tried to see if, maybe we can call someone to help us, but we were like, nah, we can handle this. This is the kind of adventure and the drive that we kind of strive for. My friend Valerie called and she was like, "Hey, you, what's going on?" And I'm like, I'm out in the rain right now, downtown, and she's like, "No, you're not." And I'm just like, yeah, I am. So hung up the phone with Valerie and ran to the nearest bus stop that headed back towards a little area called North Line. We took it and we were just drenched on the whole way there, and it was not cool at all. The whole time I was just checking my camera to make sure it worked. And quick side note about the 6D Mark II and why I love it. It's weather sealed. So even out in storm like this thing still operates really well. I went and it was all wet and whatnot, so I kind of dried it off a bit, but I turned it on to see if it still works, and it works perfectly fine. I wish I could say the same about my freaking T5 that's in my backpack, but I'll check that momentarily after the video. I kind of encountered some weird individuals, and Houston has a big reputation for having a lot of weird individuals in the city. And we came across a couple people 2 to be exact. They hopped on the bus, and majority of the ride, they were talking about having sexual intercourse on the train. I felt like one was like doing the whole drugs, and this is why I say, kids, don't do drugs. Don't become one of these people, please. It was not cool to actually hear all of this different. I'll put a clip this way you guys can hear what they were kind of talking about.
Yeah. Yes. You know what? If not, it rubs out. Okay.
I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. I'm probably going to do a live stream. For some of you guys that won't be able to look it out on YouTube, or I'll just tag you guys in it, that way you guys can check it out. But your boy is back to make some more content. We're going to drop some more things like this really, really soon. I'll catch you all in the next video, and I'll see you later. You dry?
Yeah, I'm dry.
You sure? Did you sit on my bed? Did you sit in my chair?
Boy.
Did you stand there? Nah, he deserves this one. You got us destroyed out there.
Okay, so...
Well, I'm joking, but as long as you get dry, it's fine.
Let me understand this. So you got stuck on the train, and it left, and you had to run down the street to go catch the train at the next stop.
Boy, I was running like that dude from The Incredibles. I'm like, where's my super suit? Like, it was horrible.
I mean, I didn't think we were going to stop there. I mean, if we would have stayed a little bit until the Herman Park, we could have gone the other way. That would have been an easier route.
Yeah. But I still blame you for this whole adventure we just had. You just had to hang out today. I'm joking. It was awesome. And I hate you for wetting my favorite jacket.